Good morning. Yeah, it is still morning. Good morning. Hello and welcome along to some more Richard Burns rally and round 3 of the Shell 4000. And we're going to be driving from Wainwright to Falcon Lake today. Hopefully. I think this is the longest stretch of the journey across Canada so far, with 114 kilometers to go through this stretch, split up in 2 legs and 15 stages altogether. So there is some distance to get through, and I know that there are a couple of really long stages in there too. Let's see if I can find the safety notes. Yeah, because one of the known stages is 20.6 kilometers in length. So general notes for the rally. Environment Canada has advised us for extreme snow, for an extreme snow event starting this afternoon, and advised us to postpone this leg of the rally. However, all our hotel rooms are non-refundable, so the organizers have decided we shall press on regardless, which fits. Clicky clicky. Let's bring up the safety notes. That's for the first, and that is for the second leg. Yeah, good, great. And we should be pretty much good to go. Hi, Paddy. Thank you. I might need it. We're still going without pacenotes there. So, Maidstone is the first stage of the rally. Now let's see if we get into the rally first and foremost. I will put the... Ooh, now here's a conundrum. Now the longest stage is... yeah, the longest stage is gravel, so we'll go with gravel set up to the car too. First stage is Maidstone, which is on asphalt. I can see which stage it is from the picture and the map. 1.5 kilometers, it's a junction left. 1.9 kilometers is a junction right. 3.6 kilometers junction left, and 4.5 kilometers is an unseen right left S. So that is what we're looking for in this first stage of part 3 or round 3. Fintele. We have done this a couple of times with more modern machinery over the last few weeks, but that doesn't mean that I know it by heart.
2, 1, go.
Away we go. And one thing is that we've done it with more modern machinery. We've also done it with the asphalt tires and setup. But the car has been a bit more responsive, if you like. There are some snow coming, and that is through the second leg of this rally. From what I remember.
Made it.
Safely through the first one then. I'm not that far behind what I've done with the Lancer with pacenotes. Interesting. Now I say that it's snow on leg 2. I haven't looked though. Yeah, there will be snow on leg 2, but we will be able to change 2 snow tires before that, before those stages, so that's good. Yep. Great. Battleford SSS. Battleford Super Special Stage. Let's see. There we go. Oh, this is one of the 3 stages that wasn't known before we started driving. So this has a lot of notes because we start with a little loop that we do a few times. So it's do 2 laps of starting loop, then exit left. So start, go straight, and that's the start of first lap. So right at the T chicane, right entry at 0.5, right at junction at 0.6, right at T junction, start second lap at 0.9 kilometers. 1.5 left at T towards finish. 1.7 start of dangerous gravel section. Yeah, that is really narrow and bumpy. 1.8 chicane right entry. 2.4 kilometers, it's chicane left entry. 2.6 kilometers keep right over jump, and 2.9 kilometers left hairpin to finish. So that is what we have to look forward to on this time, on this stage. So away we go.
Three, 2, 1, go. Pat.
part.
Made it.
I'm a bit more finicky this one. Just behind tractor in there. This brings me to 37th overall, 16th in the Group A class, but again we have a couple of illiterates who are going with the four-wheel drive cars in the two-wheel drive championship. Dawson Airport circuit. Now the jump in this one is deadly. Well, not deadly, but it's has some brutal landings. Now this one is the second of the three stages that were known beforehand. They are known beforehand because you do loops or laps, so you get a chance to know when learn to know when to turn off and such, and where the laps go. So what does the notes say for this one? It's a turn right at the start, 0.2, turn 0.2 kilometers, then turn left, start first lap, 0.3 kilometers, turn right, 0.4 left hairpin, 0.6 kilometers, chicane right entry, 1.2 kilometers, turn left, start second lap to do the same thing again, and then at 2.2 kilometers go straight to finish. So it should be rather straightforward. And in reality it is.
Three, 2, 1, go.
I've already forgotten. It is right entry into the chicane. Yeah, good. I see that I haven't really worn the front tires anything, and the rears are down to 93-94%. Tells you all you need to know about the Volvo and wheel spin. especially with gravel tires on asphalt.
Made it.
Somehow I feel like I'm finishing in position 50 on every stage. Oh, Kev did beat me on this one. But just over a second. Dun dun dun. Well, Dundrun. CFB Dundrun. We'll have a look at how the fireplace is going on. I'll be right back. Right. So, stage 4, Dundrun gravel, 13 kilometers in length. And the next one is even longer. So, junctions are marked with arrows on this one. And it's a fairly straightforward from point A to point B stage. 3.6 kilometers unseen junction right, road narrows. 3.8 unseen left turn off the crest. 4.6 kilometers unseen junction left. 5.9 it's a junction right. 8 kilometers is an unseen right turn after the crest. And at 12 kilometers unseen junction right. And given that this is a finish stage, it's all bloody fast too.
Three, two, one, go.
Now we're really into F Cup territory. Not hit anything. Yeah, okay, fine. Ah, come on. Whoops. Okay, good, fine. No bodywork and windscreen damage, but that's okay. Nothing with the drive line of the car, the suspension or anything, so that's good. Now get to the junction where the road narrows. The time penalty for a call for help is 35 seconds. Because we are in the realistic damage mode. So that's 35 seconds for a call for help. If you're driving on reduced, it's 20 seconds. So I did drop less time on with just getting the car out myself there, rather than going for a call for help. Not by much though, but still. No. I did it again. Wasn't that bad this time. This is a really fun stage to drive though. I've driven it a few times in the past.
All right, get her to the control.
Yeah, no, that wasn't too bad. And again, just around the 50th position. Would have been a lot further up though without the off-roads. Now let's see, I did 8:32. What does the local drivers do? 6:42. That's 2 minutes. But of course it's 22 seconds between the top two. 17 with the 106. So that can't have been that much on the brakes either with that little 106. Oh man. So down to 37th position in the overall classification and 14th in class now. And we only have two four-wheel drive cars ahead of us. Of course, it is without Maquis. It is a BMW Cup. But of course, the naturally aspirated BMWs are easier to keep straight and narrow compared to how the wildly wheel-spinning Volvo is. Right, so it's off to the longest stage of the rally then. Rivers North Ranch. Which is this one. There's quite a few notes on this one. 1 kilometer unseen junction right, 1.7 deceptive tightening left turn, 2.8 unseen acute left, 3.2 danger rocks, 4.3 danger tight section, 4.6 junction left right, 7.9 unseen acute left, 8.7 kilometers unseen tightening left, 10.3 kilometers junction right entering village, use caution. Okay. 13.5 unseen acute left, 13.6 dangerous tightening turn, 17.6 unseen acute right, 19.4 unseen right junction, and at 20.3 kilometers junction right. Now I do expect a lot of people to fall off the road on this one, because it is in parts very narrow. And it is really a fast stage too. Well, but let's jump into it. I have driven this one pretty recently too. 2,
1, go.
It was in the SRM, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It was in the last leg of the SRM. And there is an invisible wall in a junction in a hairpin, which if you make a mistake there and go to... No. The car just stopped turning in the middle of the turn. Medium radiator damage. Oh yeah, the hairpin junction. If you brake too late for that hairpin, there is some bales straight ahead. But if you try to avoid hitting the bales, you will hit an invisible wall instead. Could have been worse. Well, that hairpin sneaks up on you even with pacenotes. Well, this is the part with all the rocks. So easy to get it wrong into this little chicane thingy too. It's this one. Yep. Oh, better to hit the bale head on there. Didn't really do anything else to the radiator. Well, that's the hairpin with the invisible wall. Sacrificed the bumper. Somehow the bonnet seems to be pretty straight still. The Volvo was built like a tank. Been driving for 9 minutes. I was still 8 kilometers left of the stage. This is another one of those precision parts. The road is really narrow and you have killer scenery stuff very close to the edges of the road. I don't know if there's a roadside service before the next stage. there is, we might be able to get some new rear tires. Back to the evil fence posting. Fence posts. Close to the road again. Well, that's one rear tire ready for change.
Made it.
Hope that was enough. Well, it could have been so much better. It could have been so much worse too. So I've broken the pattern of being around top 50, and now it's top 29. But again, NUFC Delaney is just around where I am, regardless. Now this one there will be some really big differences, I think. Now I did a 14:26, 11:48 by Oscar. That is 3 minutes. Of course, Oscar is about a minute faster than anybody else. So, yeah. made it through at least. Yep. In the Dath airpin. Yeah, okay, fine. Never mind. This elevates me up to 24th position overall. And 6th position in class, actually. Huh. Nice. Well, 4th position in class, really, when we removed the 4-wheel drive cars. That's not too bad, actually. With that being said, sorry. Oh, there is one more stage, and then there's the roadside service. Oops. I'll be able to wear out that other rear tire anyway. But yeah, no, this is the last day of the rally, and it is very much possible to drive still, and there are quite a lot of drivers who will be driving today, I think. Given that it's open for streaming and such. I know that Daniel Monteiro will be driving later today, amongst others. So, right. So, Tisdale Motor Speedway. Yeah, okay. It just says Rallycross stage complete 4 laps. Well, yes, but no. But yes, but no. I did check this out the other day, by the way. This stage is actually from Colin McRae Rally 3. So that's cool. Yeah, roadside service. I might have to
3, 2,
fix the radiator
1,
above the tires, though. With a bit of luck, I can do both. That being said, medium damage to the radiator ain't too much of a problem. It is manageable. As we could see on the previous stage, really. Hi Kev. Yeah, it is going pretty well. Had a couple of offs and such, but I'm currently 4th in the Group A class. if anything, driving the Volvo is a lot more peaceful than driving the Escort, the Mark II Escort that I drove yesterday. Despite it being more powerful. Well, it's not that much more powerful actually, come to think of it.
Okay, take it to the control.
But it is longer and heavier. So yeah, 13 seconds behind what I've done with the Impreza. 31st fastest on this stage, and for once I don't have a NFC Delaney just behind me. Because he must be way ahead of me on the stage. Yeah, well, way ahead. 2 seconds, oh, almost 2 seconds ahead. Seventh fastest in class on this stage. Well, essentially third fastest in class when we remove all the four-wheel drive cars. So 24th overall, 7 seconds ahead of Delaney. 6th, which is still 4th and in class, 27 seconds ahead of the guy behind me. And only 10 seconds behind Berke up ahead. So, do we have time to do all of that? No. I'll do the rear tires then. The radiator is okay. And I will throw some more into the firewood, some more logs into the fireplace, rather. So I'll be right back. So let's have a look at what the next stage has in store for us. Prairie River to River Road. 1.7 kilometers unseen K right. 2.4 kilometers unseen K right. 2.8 kilometers unseen K left. 3.3 kilometers K right over crest. Okay. Now this is also another one that we've done in a couple of rallies recently. Ramirent sprint, yep. It's the one that starts by the cemetery.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, take it to the control.
That's such a fun stage. 13th fastest on that one. I think that comes from the fact that I've have a lot of recent experience in this one. Third overall then. So going slightly closer to Burke up ahead and moving slightly further away from Wren behind. And then we have Hudson Bay West. That's the last stage of the leg. And this is another one that I have recent experience on from at least 2 different rallies. So Hudson Bay West, junctions and turns are generally well marked. Watch for signage. And then it's at 4.5 kilometers. Keep left at junction. So there's not that much described for this stage, but that sorry. That means that it should be pretty straightforward, and it really is. I just need to remember that I'm on the completely wrong tires and set up for the surface.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, take it to the control.
I felt pretty efficient. Which means that it most likely has been really stupidly slow. Oh. Stop hitting the microphone, you dummy. Yeah, well, 16th. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Gained 8 tenths on Burke, who's ahead of me. Oscar did a 4:08. And the next one of the cars that count is Sami with 4:18. Yeah, no. Pleased with that. Very pleased with that. So this do elevate me up to 20th position overall, and still 4th position in class. Only 6 seconds behind Burke now, but 50 seconds ahead of Ren. So he might have struggled with tires for the last 2 stages, possibly. Right. That was 58 kilometers on leg 1. Leg 2 is 56, so it's not too different in overall length. So you know what? I'll do a quick little toilet break. Yeah, I'll go with this one. So a quick little toilet break, and I will be right back. I was going to say that something looked off with that car, but of course I left the front bumper on one of the previous stages. Right, let's get the car fixed for leg 2. So we start with 3 gravel stages, and then we continue with 4 snow stages. So gravel setup, gravel tires for the first 3 stages, and then off the snow setup and snow tires. Snow setup and snow tires for the last 4 stages of the rally. So this is MB365. Let's see, junctions are marked in advance with arrows. Watch for caution tape / sticks. Okay. So at 1.3 kilometers, there's an unseen right turn after crest. 1.7 kilometers junction left. 3.4 unseen K right. 4.4 junction right. 6.6 junction left, and 8.7 unseen K left. So that's what the safety notes say about this stage. I think this is one of the Swedish ones, 9.9. This might be Grandbäcken. It is, with that really long flat out section towards the end of the stage. I've driven this one a number of times.
3, 2, 1, go.
But mostly with pacenotes, so I know I get a little reminder of when to go for it and when to back off. And also mostly driven it with 4-wheel drive, so need to be a bit more careful than that. He says, going into the corner a bit too fast. And now we start. If you're braver than me, you can go flat through that part as well.
Made it.
That's such a fun stage. Mostly open and somewhat easy to read. Ooh, and that's 2/10 faster than I've been through here with the Volvo before. So everybody else has rejoined for this leg, of course, given that it's the first stage of leg 2. So 31st fastest on this one, with a 5:minute 26. 11 seconds behind Tractor. Soft Dice with a 4:58. Yeah, some people are braver or have better memory than others. So 16th overall and up to 4th, which is essentially second overall, or second in class at the end of that stage. 3.8 seconds ahead of Berg, so I did overtake him on this one. But there are people who hasn't started leg 2 yet, then I guess. Is it Gene is driving in the same class, but with the Audi 200. Hello, Chunky. Well, it's not time to feed the cats yet. A couple of hours early. Right, I continue with another stage that I've driven a couple of times lately. As late as last night, I think, with the Escort Mark II. Let's see, MB366 is this one. Turns, junctions are marked with tape and arrows. And we're driving this the right way, so that's good. 1.4 kilometers junction left, 1.7 kilometers junction left, and 3.6 kilometers junction right. So that's the stuff to look out for on this one. It is a fairly straightforward stage. Now I do fear that we have a 20-kilometer stage in
3, 2,
in the snowy
1,
part of this lake.
go.
Given that it's the same, almost the same length as leg 1, but with fewer stages. It will be interesting to see how Daniel and Davide will be doing this evening with the BMW. Direct competitors in my class.
Made it.
Yeah, not too bad. That little bump to the inside did cost me a couple of seconds. And that long left-hander, one that pushed me way out of the out of line, but still, it was a decent stage. 12th fastest, and you could easily tell that I know this stage quite well, given the pace. Still being schooled by a few 106s in there. And a favorit. Fourteenth position overall, 4th position in class, which is still 2nd in class, and I've put well 25-ish seconds on Burke on this one. Of course, I am 4 minutes behind Oscar, but Oscar is Oscar. It's interesting to be in that good of a position before the last stage of the gravel part. I need to see if the cat wants to go out, because he's very clingy, so I'll be right back. Well, there wasn't out, it was food. But that's still too early. Right on. Stage 11, Deep Lake Campground. So, there's not that many... Sorry. Not that many... safety notes for this one. Let's see, 0.6 kilometers, unseen right turn. 4.5 kilometers, keep right at junction. 8.6 kilometers, left turn over blind crest. And 11.3 kilometers, keep right at junction. Now, hi Ole, welcome along. I think this might have been part of the SRM. Well, it has certainly been in the past. I don't remember if it was in the last rally. But yeah, no, it's time to back off again and just survive. That's right, that's the guy who needs glasses because he's so out of focus on the right. Oh, this is finally a rally stream that Ola can watch without having to mute it. Well, an RBR stream. I don't have to mute because of the co-driver. Nah, I didn't get rid of her. She's just mad at me and don't want to say anything. And well, if you ask, then everything is just fine. Might have been a bit too fast, but worked out quite well. Speaking of all the cabins booked, this would have been a nice place to stay.
Okay, take it to the control.
Whew. That was fairly clean. And no time on the board to compare it with. 47 seconds behind what I've done with the Audi 200 Quattro. But that again is with pacenotes. 23rd overall on this one, so that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. 727. Soft ice with a 629. So that's just a minute ahead. Of course, 17 seconds ahead of anybody else. And 25 seconds ahead of anybody else who are in for points. Huh. People are struggling with lagging on this one. That's interesting. I didn't have any of that sort. Hmm. 12th position overall, still 4th in class. Of course, as long as Oscar isn't going off the road and retiring, then I will be behind him. It's now 5 minutes 18. And I am 54 seconds ahead of Berk now. And yeah, a minute and a half ahead of Ren. So the position is pretty safe. Okay, repair some bodywork before we head off onto stage number 12, Riding Mountain North Shore Road. And this is chicane heaven, I think, or hell, depending on how we look at things. The overall pace will drop dramatically on this one. So let's go for the snow setup so we have the right tire pressures and stuff like that. Now let's see, Riding Mountain North Shore Road, 0.6 kilometers, chicane right entry, 2.1 chicane right entry, 3.1 chicane right entry, 3.3 chicane left entry, 3.7 chicane right entry. So they managed to squeeze in 5 chicanes in 3.8 kilometers. But this is 3.8 kilometers, so there will be at least one fairly long snow stage, all-out snow stage later on. Yep, let's go with Barak Snow first of all then. Interesting that it is so many chicanes on this one, on the snow rally, or snow version. And on the asphalt version, there is only one.
Three, two, one, go. And
Oh, that was almost a pace note. 0.6 kilometers, so that's just over here. In summertime, this part is flat, completely flat. Yeah, but I don't know if that cabin at Svelria is. I think it must be people there in the summertime. In the summertime when the weather is hot. This stage was part of that slow RBR Monte Carlo thingy. A slow rally, was it? That I was invited to take part in. Drove it with the Skoda Rally 2 and the asphalt tires. Because this one was in an asphalt leg.
all right, get her to the control.
Yep. Still an average speed of 82 kilometers, despite all those chicanes. Oh, look at that, 1/10 ahead of Jonathan. Hmm. 2:24, yeah. 22 seconds behind Oscar. I'm still 12th overall, still 4th in class. Lost a couple of seconds to Burke on this one. Oh, Riding Mountain Lake Audi Road. Alright, let's see, there is that one. Watch out for caution fencing. No cautions of special note. Okay. And as luck will have it, I've driven this one last night too. But on gravel rather than snow. Come to think of it, I might have driven it the opposite way.
3, 2, 1, go.
Winter in Australia. It's such a nice and snowy place.
made it.
Try to be a bit careful with the tires there too, because we have still 2 more stages to go with the same set of tires. Still 14th. 2 seconds ahead of Jonathan. It's now starting to pick up the pace. Well, 25 seconds behind Oscar. All the shorts wearing Canadians. Yeah. 11th position overall now. That's good. I got 1 minute 19 down to Burke. And 6 minutes and 6 up to Oscar, who is in the lead. Nothing to repair. But I do need another toilet break. Yeah. So I will be right back again. Or right back, as I still haven't bothered to change the text. Right. Yeah, there was nothing to repair. So, 2 stages to go. This first one is an English one. One of the default English ones. CFB Shiloh to range. Shiloh maybe. Watch out for caution tape / fencing. No cautions of special note. So that will be nice. Will be fine. Oh yeah, that's right, with this weather conditions.
1, go.
It looks like that nuclear wasteland thingy. Some really detailed clouds. Look at the road, Roy. Never mind about the clouds. It just dawned upon me that I have no overlay of any kind of the new ones for this stage. Took me 3 minutes to spot.
it.
Even closer to the end. And don't get the overlay on the first stage after replay. Well, to be honest, I don't remember if I got the overlay on the first stage after the last replay I watched. I have to look back at that. That could be a thing. So I was fairly sideways and 6 seconds behind Jonathan. .4:11 from Oscar. .22 seconds down on this one. Still 11th overall before the last stage, second in class. Ooh, nice. We didn't have any of the 20 plus kilometer stages on snowy stuff. In this rally at least. I might have that in the next round, depending on how evil Gordon is. So last stage of the rally then, Sandylands Forest. Watch out for caution tape and fencing. Same as on this one. 1.2 kilometers junction left, 2.8 kilometers junction left, and 6.1 kilometers junction right. That sounds like Churdenhead 2. It kind of looks like it with the map and the preview picture. Yep. Wrong splash picture for it, but there we go. Let's bring it home.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, the tires down to 87%. That's a lot of wheel spin on the previous one. I haven't really experienced those bumps that brutal before. too accustomed to driving this stage with a four-wheel drive car.
Alright, get her to the control.
So that's through round 3 of the Shell 4000, and finally doing a full rally without any bigger issues and no call for helps or anything. That is, yeah, I'm very pleased with that. 19 seconds behind Oscar in this one, who's not had a good rally because he lost around 50 seconds in the first stage, but then he's continued to be then half a minute faster than anybody else on pretty much every stage after that. So he's currently leading by several minutes. Ooh, 8 seconds faster than Dude. Dude, I might have overtaken him, or I think within a second of him, one way or another, after the end of that one. Now, where is Jonathan in all of this? Steve is in the retirement. Viestus is in the retirement. Kev is in the retirement. And Jonathan is in the retirement. I think I know exactly which bump it is. Yeah. Oh, soft ice out on this one too. Might have been gone on the previous one, to be honest. I didn't really remember to look for him there. So, yep. So that's 4th fastest in class on the stage, and that is top 4 is the same top 4 in the class in that same same order, I think. Well, I wasn't close enough, fully close enough to go by Duth on that last stage. 1.9 seconds behind then in the overall. Still 11th so far, and 4th in class, which is essentially second because the four-wheel drive cars don't count for points. And Burke in then is in third, and he's almost 2 minutes behind me, so I had a lot better second half of the rally compared to what he had. Right, so this rally will be hotly contested through the day, I think, given that it closes at midnight. Let's see, yeah, it closes at midnight Central European time. I do see that Janne Lahan is out driving currently, so he will also slot in ahead of me on the results at the end. However, he is driving a different car class, isn't he? I think. Yeah, he's driving the Skoda Favorit. So, yeah. Now the rally is open until midnight, and given that today is the first day that it's, or the only day really, that is allowed to run live streams, then I guess there will be some more drivers coming through today. So I might be pegged down a bit from my finishing position currently. I know that Daniel Monteiro will be driving a bit later today. I'm not quite sure when he will be driving. I can find that out. Let's see. Scroll. Daniel Monteiro. He is gonna drive at 8:30 this evening. So there's quite a few hours to go. So I do have some time to play some mind games with him before he starts. Yep. And there will be some more rallying on this channel through the day with the EA Sports WRC club rally at Overtake, and I think also I will be back with the IRC 2011 at some point through the day too. So there is that, the Rally Scotland. So yep, that will be it for now though. Do enjoy whatever is rest of your Sunday, and I will catch you all later. So take care and goodbye.